Hello, welcome back to the Home Stitchery Decor YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to do a dollar store project that's going to level up your travel. So what I did was I went to the dollar store and I got some jumbo Canadian flags. So these measure 24 by 36. I've already taken a couple out of the package and they're going to look like this. So not too big, not too small, just the right size. So what we're going to do first is we're going to steam them. So I don't know if you could have heard this gurgling just in my background here. So I've got my trusty steamer here, and I'm just going to get kind of some of the wrinkles out of the flag. You don't want to iron it. You do want to steam it just because the iron is going to melt this sucker. So we don't want to do that. So where the product was folded in the package, it's got some pretty deep creases. You could do this, I guess, before or even after you were sewing it. But I thought, why don't I do it before? And I will tell you about the channel giveaway as I do this little steaming project here. So on the table here is the members only channel giveaway. When we reach 150 paid members of the channel, we're going to do a random draw. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. I'm going to send you off this massive pile of gifts. So we've got a jelly roll rug, we've got a clover fabric tube maker, we've got 2 coordinated Robert Kaufman reversible Christmas placemats. We've got a copy of my book, From Zero to YouTuber, which you can get on Amazon. I will have a link in the video description for that. We've got a 18 by 18 inch pillow sham, which fits a 20 by 20 inch pillow insert. We've got a set of 4 soup bowl cozies that you'll have to sew yourself. We've got 2 Christmas dish towels. We've got a set of 9 Christmas reindeer ornaments. We've got 2 of my original design Christmas cards, and we've got 2 sets of fridge magnets. There's 6 in a set. And then we've got the AccuQuilt Stocking Studio die, which is off in the corner here. So you will need an AccuQuilt Studio cutting machine. I'll put the link in the video description for that as well. And then we've got this Pfaff quilters kit, and I'll open it up and show you what's inside. So the quilters kit has 2 quilting rulers, rotary cutter, rotary blades, 2 packs of needles, and on the bottom it's got a rotating cutting mat. So once we hit 150 paid channel members, we're going to do that draw. So get your name in on that. It is $2 a month to join the channel. There'll be a join link in the video description and pinned to the first comment, but you can always go back to my main page and hit join from there. Okay, so for this project, we need 2 flags. And what did I spend on them? I think it was $2 each. You don't really have to hold that up. But yeah, in Canada, these are $2 each. So this project is going to cost you $4, some elastic, and some thread. And I'm going to show you how it's done here. So just get the main wrinkles out. I can always touch this up afterwards just for sake of the speed of the video. It's really not that complicated. But I do like to have the big creases out. Now, of course, this is going to get folded up and put in my suitcase. So it doesn't have to be perfect. We'll just get sewing on it now. So on each flag, you've got grommets on each side. So what you want to do is we're going to sew essentially 3 sides of this, but you want grommets on either side. So make sure your flag, the actual design of the flag, is face up, the right way up for both sides of this, because you're going to be able to see this front and back. And you're going to want the grommets on either side. So just like this, we're going to line up the fabric and we're going to start to sew. So let's get going on that. So what we want to do now is have both layers of fabric here. And we're going to have the design facing us, not facing away from the sewing machine. And we're going to start on the bottom corner over here. I'm going to use my Pfaff Quilt Ambition 635. This is a great sewing machine as well. It's got 100 or 200 actual stitches on it. So what we want to do is line the top part of the fabric up to the edge of where the grommet is. So this actual band, I guess it would be, and just line it up right there on the edge. And we're going to do a back stitch, of course, to get this going, but it's really not complicated at all. And we're just going to sew it with the fabric lined up to this seam. Now remember, the pattern is face down, and we're only going to sew 3 sides of this. So off we go to the races here. Now, when you get to this point, you might be thinking, what the heck is she doing? The pattern doesn't even line up, but it's not going to matter, because one side of this is going to be on the back side of your lounge chair and the other side is going to be on the front. Now, before I could even reach the corner, I realized that this piece here is not as long as this piece, and that's going to happen quite often when you're sewing flimsy fabric through a machine. But this is just a quick project. So the fabric doesn't always feed in at the same pace when you're doing really flimsy fabric. So unless you want to pin this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a fold here. So we've got the top fabric. I'm going to fold it to it where it lines up with the bottom fabric, and then I'm going to flop that grommet back down to the edge. So there's going to be a tiny little fold here at the top, and I'm going to pin sew that down. Actually, I'm not even going to pin it. I'm just going to go with what I've got going on here. Sometimes these projects are just for fun, and they don't have to be absolutely perfect. This is still going to work. Okay, so we've got this little fold here. So what we're going to have to do is just gauge where we're folding it to all the way down on the next bit of the fabric. So if it starts with, you know, a good 1/2 inch there, give it a good 1/2 inch and fold it evenly down the side here, and off we go. This is going to be on the back side of it too, where the grommets are going to be on the back side. So it should look fine. And we're just going to kind of fussy fold, if that's even a term, this all the way down, and you'll be able to feel the fabric in underneath. Just make sure you don't miss it, and off you go. Just go slow at this point. Line it up again, make a little fold in it, make sure the other fabric is in the bottom. And honestly, you probably only have about 20 inches of that anyway, so if you go slow, it should be fine. These are super cute. We get asked all the time, where on earth did we get these? And of course, my husband is always so proud to say, my wife made that. And we saw them, somebody had them somewhere, and I think they just had like one flag kind of tied around their chair. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I could do better than that, because I do have a sewing machine. And so I figured out a way to whip them up super quick. And it's kind of fun because we'll go on vacation and, you know, people will yell at us like, hey, Canada. And you get to meet some new friends. And it's also a great way to get to meet people from your own country, because you know, they'll look you out. They'll be like, hey, that's super cool. They'll stop to chat. It's a conversation starter, and kind of fun. Okay, so let's reverse this here for a couple of stitches. Of course, I hit the wrong button, so try that again. I hit the wrong button. It's hard to see with the camera in the way. Okay, and then we're going to cut the threads off. Now, basically, we've got a sack. That's what we've got here, a sack. And now we're going to do the elastic. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put elastic corner to corner. So I've got this probably 1/4 inch stretchy white elastic. Now I am going to sew it to the top corners, and I'm going to leave a whole bunch extra on the bottom corners. And that way, when you get to your destination, you can tie this the size of your chair so that it stays on and doesn't blow away in the wind. So let's get started with this top corner over here. All right, this is the corner. So I'm just going to put my elastic through to the front. I'm working with the back side up, and I'm going to give it a little bit of overlap here. And I'm just going to kind of pull it down and line it up to where I've already been sewing on the flag. And that will give it just a nice little finished look. So, wiggle it around a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to give it quite a bit of elastic where you're sewing, just for strength, because oftentimes you're in these tropical climates and it can be quite windy. So let's get going on this, and we'll just stitch down the way, and then I'm going to do a little zigzag to hold this down in place. Okay, I'm just going to switch to my zigzag. I have one on memory here. It's at 7 and 6. So I actually might just want to reduce this a little bit, because that's generally what I sew my rugs with. So we're going to do a little back stitch and go all the way up the top of that elastic, and one more time back down, and we're going to catch this little edge here that I have. So pretty easy. This is super beginner sewing with a super cute result. And now you're just going to repeat that step for the other side. This is what it looks like. Okay, I've left quite a bit of overlap here. And what that will do is cinch it basically onto the chair. So again, put it through to the back, and then you can tie it to the size of your chair and make everything nice and snug. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial with your new Canadian flag chair marker. It's a marker really for your chair. You know how everybody runs out and they always put a towel there? We put our flags there. And typically my husband stays out there anyway. He gets up super early. He likes to have his coffee out there. So today's video has been brought to you by my book, From Zero to YouTuber. Be sure to check it out on Amazon. I'll have a link in the video description. And here is your finished product. Have fun. Do this with your own country. And then be sure to leave a picture in the comments of where you took your flag to. We would love to see your holiday travels. The picture from this one is actually me in Cuba a few years ago. So I've been trotting around with this flag chair marker for years. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.